Слава Україні!
Hello comrades, and welcome to Men of War Assault Squad 2 Semper Invicta Mod. I just got early access last night. Well, last night, but I didn't get a pop-up notification or see it in my workshop until this morning, so this video's coming out this afternoon, at least around probably 11, maybe 12 my time. It's a really awesome mod. It's one that I've been talking about and mentioning. It's a mod by Colonel Rooster and Nicolae Ceausescu. It's the current name. I cannot remember the other name that it goes by. I'm really sorry that I've been blanking out, but the other guy I forgot to mention in the last few times. He's also done a lot of work with this, and I want to make sure that he gets proper credit as well. Anyway, starting with probably one of the more this mod overall is just amazing and impressive, but especially the maps. Honestly, the map selection, I went in with zero expectation, and my god, there's quite a few amazing maps, and one particular one that I'm really in love with, and I cannot wait to get to use it for a battle, in a particular battle that I think you all know of. Anyway, let's get started. Here we have some different weapons that are completely new. So we got like the Betsy, Requia, some of the stuff that Colonel Rooster made. I cannot remember what the name of them are, but it's this really crazy kind of, I would assume it'd be considered the Victorian era. Maybe like a little after the Victorian era. It's like the 1890s, kind of early 1900s. That kind of colonialism period. It'd be like its peak or kind of its wind down, I don't know. But yeah, just a lot of these different guns that I've never seen in any mod before. It's really amazing looking. I mean, look at this one. This is the Gatlin, but it's like a super beefed up version. It's really beautiful, the different amount of guns and stuff. All custom made, I think, or not custom made, but like ported in and all that. Really cool stuff. Again, just stuff that we've never, seen in the mods before. At least not in any public mods. Anyway, let's get on to the factions, of which there are so many, and you'll you know what? See that? Look at how long that line is. That is all the factions lined out, and you can't even see to the end. Starting here, we have Austria, with the late era Marines. We've got the early era troops. It's pretty cool. You can kind of see where the uniform's transitioning into the interwar period. Really beautiful. I also like how the medic has the crutches kind of strung onto his back. Some guards here, Marines, skirms. I also like the officer, how it's like kind of still at semi Napoleonic era uniform kind of thing. Just really beautiful. Jaegers, I think, is what those are. Well, they're conscripts, I can't remember. Really beautiful. Here we have Belgium. Just that one unit. Here we have the Boers, or Boer commanders, or commandos. If you guys know the Boer War. I think there's two of them. Maybe there's only one. I can't remember. It's a really interesting war, and I think there's like one really cool movie about it, but I can never find it. But yeah, that's them. Here we have, gosh, which nation is this? Brazil, that's what it is. Ha, didn't even need to check. Pretty nice looking uniforms. Here we have, oh gosh, Canada. That's right. Very interesting uniforms. I think this is the 1812 uniforms. Or it's like a late era period. Yeah, no, I don't think these are 1812 uniforms. Well, maybe. You guys might know, but I don't. Still, very nice looking. I like the skirmishers. The kind of tricorn still. Here we have the Carlists. Or, yeah, I think Carlists. Carlists. I don't know. Interesting red, kind of all red uniformed guard of some kind. Mix of different soldiers. I'm not exactly sure what the Carlist is or what the Carlist or any of that is. If you guys know, do let me know. Although actually I can just read it on the Discord. Very interesting units. Kinda nice. Here we have Portugal. I think this is the early era, and then this is the late era? Let's see. No, these are the Dutch. Okay. So these guys are the early era Dutch. And these are the late era Dutch. Pretty nice. I also love how they have that large sword like... Oh, it's practically a sword. Like a short sword. For a bayonet. Just imagine someone swinging at you with that. And trying to swing it yourself. Quite some reach. Here we have... Let's see. Egypt. Pretty nice. I think it's the early era Egypt. And then I think this is what's called the Mahadis Egypt. Pretty nice. There are factions like the Ethiopians and Italians, but I didn't show them just because they look pretty much the same as in the interwar era, so they weren't shown. Here we have the early era French. This cavalry, and I think one of the additions that I really like is this, it's like a hussar's jacket or cape kind of thing. Usually always had it kind of like slung on one shoulder. It's really nice though. Some more cavalrymen. Some line infantry. This is all the, I think 1812. I don't know if this is intentional. I have a feeling there might be a texture issue, but if not, that is a crazy color for the Polish to use. Bright pink. Again, I'm assuming that's a texture issue, but if that was intentional, pretty cool, I guess. The iconic Grenadier Guard. The Young Guard, or Infantry, Marines. Here we have kind of the later era French. Can't remember exactly what French these guys are. They're very cool. Oh yeah, this is the late era, kind of where you'd see them end up having this for the Franco-Prussian War and then into World War I. I like the officer uniform, quite nice. Here we have India. Or I guess like, you know, British controlled India, so you had the Indian line infantry and sepoys. Or like sepoy line and sepoy rifles, or skirms, whichever they're considered. Oh gosh, why are they doing that? That's why. So the reloading in this is really, really slow. And so, yeah, I sped it up just because when you place the unit down, it has to reload first. And so I, yeah, did that. Anyway, this is, I think, Indonesia. It's labeled as Indo, so I guess maybe Indonesia or Indochina. Either one. I'm assuming Indonesia, but I could be wrong. Here we have the IRA. And these are specifically the Fenians. And if you guys don't know, there's this whole plot, or I guess technically war, of the Fenian raids into Canada. And what they basically wanted to do was take Canada and then use it as a bargaining chip for Irish independence. Which is a pretty crazy plan, and once the US figured it out, they immediately stopped the flow of Fenians, or Fenian soldiers into Canada. Irish, basically. They were all Civil War veterans. And so yeah, it's pretty cool to see that this mod will focus on that too. certainly a war that nobody covers or ever talks about. So here we have the Japanese. I'm not exactly sure the specific era of Japanese, but pretty cool. I'm sure you can recognize and say what it is in the comments. I think the bear infantry is what these guys are. The really weird hats. Got the Hekati or something. What is it? It starts with an H. Or no, it starts with Kihitai. The Kihitai. So maybe it's like a Japanese militia or police force or something. We got some militia. Rakes. These are melee weapons, so they'll actually use them. If they're able to get close enough, that is. Some more of the Japanese soldiers. And I can't remember the exact name of the era, but you get more. You got the Red Bear. Very nice. And if any of you have ever played Shogun Total War, you might recognize and be able to pick out some of these guys. But very cool. Here we have, I think, the Maharis from Kahirtam. Yeah, Maharis. I actually watched that whole movie. Pretty good movie. Very nice looking units too. There's some interesting building assets that I'll definitely find time to show in a video. If you haven't already seen in the Interwar Discord from the screenshots, you'll know what I'm talking about. Here we have the Papacy. Quite cool to see. This really interesting hat. I don't know if you can really see it, but it's like some weird fold kind of down the front. These are the Venetian troops. These are the rest of the Papacy, and I'm quite curious as to what kind of war they might have been in. You don't ever hear the Papacy ever fighting or doing much, militarily that is. Here we have Paraguay. Pretty cool to see them, another kind of Latin America country that there's quite a bit of interesting history with Latin America that we always seem to kind of ignore because we always focus on the bigger European and colonialism kind of stuff, so it's cool to see them focused on. Here's Portugal. The riflemen, skirmisher, and then the line infantry. Here we have Prussia. The Brunswick, Landwehr, skirmishers, line infantry, officer, very nice looking. At the late era, where they're switching to that more iconic gray, I think field gray uniform. You have these guys, I'm not exactly sure what they are. And they're also Prussian, so maybe they're a colonial Africa unit of some kind. Maybe for, I guess it would later become German Africa, or South Africa. My history is really poor there, so I won't exactly act like I know what I'm talking about, but I got this really cool Prussian eagle there. On the pith helmet, you have the iconic blue and red uniform with the Pickelhaube. Here we have the Qing Dynasty. These guys in specific are the First Opium War. That crazy looking helmet thing. I'm going with that traditional old style. We got the different, like, really old muskets too. Figured to fire them. You can see just how slow the reloading is. And I guess you can only allow a certain number of different type of reload animations for certain guns, so they are gonna reload like it's a World War II rifle. Yeah. What's really cool is the flags on the back here. You can kind of see where the edges are clipping there, but it's kind of funny. Colonel Rooster showed me when they die, for some reason the flag will then drop and start waving, but when it's attached to the person, it won't wave. It's kind of funny to see. You got some more Qing soldiers. Again, a really weird looking helmet there. The officer with the, oh gosh. Colonel Rooster said the exact name of it to me, and I cannot for the life of me remember, but really cool weapon. I actually kind of like the uniform style. The helmet is, again, a little weird, like maybe without the frizzy top strands thing, it'd be better looking, but yeah. Here we have the Boxer Rebellion. Very nice looking. Obviously, because they are more like militia farmers and whatnot, they won't have as many guns, so they did have slightly better ones because it was like the early 19th or late 18th century. Gosh, when was the Battle of Peking? Can't remember, but yeah, that's basically what these guys are. So they'll have slightly better firearms, but for the most part they'll have these pitchforks and stuff. Spears. Very cool looking. Now, who are these guys? Can I remember? I cannot. I think it's another Japanese. No, it's not. Ah, it's more Qing. Okay. More Qing soldiers of some kind. Very cool. Obviously some European mercenaries or occupation troops of some kind. We got the Japanese here too. Very cool. Here we have the nation of Russia, or the Russian Empire. You got the Cossacks, you got the standard line infantry, or the line and the guards, skirmishers and rifles. The militia. I like the long coats. It's kind of my favorite uniform style. That's the early era, so probably Napoleonic Wars. Or maybe a little after the Napoleon, or War of 1812. No, yeah, that would be Napoleonic, so. Quite a while after that. Very nice looking uniforms. You got the light era troops. And late era Marines. I'm not sure if this is a specific unit of some kind, or if it was just the general Marine infantry of some kind. A Marine sergeant, an officer. Very nice. Here we have Japan. Oh gosh, you have all the different types, but I can't remember. So you may be able to recognize them. Again, you got really cool back flags. And you can see he did some kind of texture thing where he like hid the rest of the flag. It's still very cool to see that mounted on the back and such. Very nice looking units. Kind of very cool look on the helmet there. The different samurai troops, even different colors. It is proper modernizing kind of European style military eventually. Here we have Spain. We have the first, or I think second Carlist, or first Carlist. Pretty nice looking. Here we have the, gosh, the early era Spanish. Very nice looking. That cool tricorn yet again. I love the officer uniform. Very stylish. Also fairly new kind of uniform. It's not in the Bitfa mod or in the Interwar, so something totally new there. The nation of Sweden. This is the only, well, there's 4 units, but they don't have guns and they don't have any different styles, so still, figured I'd show it. Here we have the, oh gosh, so many factions. Let's see. These are the Taipang. Very interesting. It's a mix of the Ottoman helmet and a hood of some kind. Very interesting. Here we have Turkey, or I guess the Ottoman Empire as it would be. Got Marines, got infantry. Really nice style there. That sword. Got the late era Ottoman troops. Here we have the British. I think this is the second to last faction to show. Soldiers from the Boxer Rebellion. Oh, First Opium War. Very cool. This is when they had those black pants. Kind of darker style with the red. I figured that was a much nicer looking uniform for them. Very cool. Here we have the, I think the Boshin War. That's where they wore all black. Very interesting style. Gurkha, line infantry, and the Scots, obviously. Here we have, oh god, who are these boys? Bisaks. Not sure what that is. Very cool though. Highlanders, so you got the War of 1812, or I guess technically later.
Where'd you want us?
Yes, sir.
Very nice. Cavalry, I think the Scots Greys, which cavalry unit that would be. Infantrymen, the Guard, obviously after they defeated the old Guard when they put on their bearskins. Some more very beautiful looking units. The Marines. It's a shotgun. Let's see. What's that?
We're ready, sir.
Oh, look at that. That is a crazy looking rifle. 1, 2, 3, 4. 7 barrel. That is quite an interesting style of weapon. Imagine shooting that, missing, and having to reload. They're beautiful troops. These are expeditionaries. These are the Gurkhas. Don't know who these guys are. Oh yeah, these guys are from Zulu, I think. This is the Harlech. So I fired again. Oh, weird. Very nice, you got the Scots there. Here we have the, oh gosh, I think Mahadist? Yeah. So I want to say the Mahadist troops. Very nice. And then you have just the standard infantry for... I'm not exactly sure which era. I don't recognize these caps or style, but still, very nice. That's it for the British. Here we have the United States. Okay.
Yes. Troops ready.
Just away with ya. Alright, and now we have, last but not least, the US. It's really interesting War of 1812 riflemen. I've never seen this kind of uniform. Really cool though. I'm a big fan of the color green. And with the color gold next to that, it looks nice. Maybe it's like a Green Mountain Boys style uniform. Or kind of tribute to them. Very nice. We got the policemen. Got these blue Federalist troops. It'd be a really nice uniform to see kind of for ceremonial purposes for today. Instead of the ugly the current ugly style they have. A weird modern thing, I don't know. But really nice. That is currently all for the Semper Invicta mod. I hope you guys enjoyed and liked what you saw. I'm definitely going to start working on getting some battle videos and stuff for them. I know I said I was going to do some other videos. But yeah, I just got this out of the blue and figured I would do a video the moment I got it. So here it is. If you know of any specific battles for this era that you want to see and you want me to try recreating, I'm more than happy to do it. So do let me know. That is going to be it for now. I will definitely do more videos on updates following this amazing piece of work by Colonel Rooster and Ceausescu, whatever the second name he goes by, but I only know him by Ceausescu, so yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you soon.